Hi John, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson this morning. So really happy the way you're swinging things. Takeaway could be a little bit more set steeply, being fussy, which when you get to the top of the swing I like to see it slightly fuller, but it's in a good position, John. If we look at yours compared to Molinari's at that same position, we can see he just looks like he's got a little bit more set in the wrist, but the arms, left arm and right elbow is pretty similar. As you start down, this is one of your better ones. We can see the very first move, them hands just want to go sort of this way, just a fraction, and that just brings the shaft down. We're being picky, but literally a fraction too steep. There is your shaft, bang on that plane there. If we look at Molinari's, his hands are going to work a little bit more downwards, and then we can see there as he comes in that same position as you, his shaft is slightly flatter. It cuts through his right forearm. Now we are being picky, but it makes a little bit of difference because the more steep you swing down, John, if it got in this position here, the only way you can swing is left and across yourself, and then you're always going to hold the club face open. And what we're seeing here is that actually with this swing here, for instance, is coming down on a good line. We can see the club is attacking the ball from the left, coming into it, but when it comes into impact, that face is wide open. And that's, I think, because you're just coming down steep on it too many times, leaving the face open to keep it straight, as opposed to if we got the club a little bit more from the inside on the way down, you could then release that right hand. So what we did is we just kept an eye on this, which you've done really well. You didn't hit that once today on the outside, but what we did do is we put another one on the inside of the ball, and that was the one you kept hitting because you're so used to making contact with the ball and then dragging the club left, as we can see here. Watch how quickly this club goes left towards that second box, and we can see that just leaves the face open. You hit them sort of weakish cuts as opposed to them strong little baby draws. So just feel that you're going to swing out to the right, John. That way you can release that right hand as much as you like, and you'll get loads of distance out of the driver, and the irons will be fantastic strike. If we look at Molinari's here as he comes down, he's going to make contact, but look at the club face coming down here. So it's slightly open, coming into impact, square, and then look at it rotate. We can see now it's really pointing to the left. If we get rid of all these for you, coming down, we can see yours is still pointing to the right too much for me there, even at that frame there. So work on that for me, John. Them two boxes, two head covers, one on the outside, one on the inside. Swing through that with a little bit of hand release, and we'll be bombing it down the middle. Thanks, John.